Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today, we have the return of the not-so-living man, sovereign citizen Eric Martin. Now, there have been several channels that have covered his many cases going through the Michigan court system, but I didn't see anybody cover his hearing from last week, probably because it's really short, but really sweet. So we're gonna head to Magistrate Braley's courtroom, where more on Martin is being arraigned on his new failure to appear charge for not showing up to his last court date before Judge Washington. Now it's quite short, but it does have a satisfying ending. So let's begin.
Good morning, Mr. Martin. Can you hear me? You're muted. Now calling case number 23S00425. This is the State of Michigan versus Eric Martin. Can I have appearances for the record, please?
Stephanie Cannon with the Washtenaw Public Defender's Office on behalf of Mr. Martin, who is present, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Martin, can you please state your name for the record?
Capital E, lowercase R-I-C, capital M, lowercase A-R-T-I-N.
I'm actually quite surprised that the zookeepers back at Eric Martin's house were able to teach this sovereign shit slug how to spell his own name. Now all they need to do is teach him that he doesn't need to denote which letters are capitalized or not, because the courts only spell the names that way for consistent writing mechanics, and not to define a separate, non-sovereign entity.
Okay, thank you, sir. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. What I am seeing is that you failed to appear for a court date on February 1st, and that you failed to appear for another court date on March 14th. Therefore, a bench warrant did issue for your arrest. Do you understand?
No, I do not understand, and I do not stand under the charges. I am one of the sovereign living people.
Okay, sir, I'm not asking you if you agree with me. I am asking if you understand the words that I just said to you.
Well, I do not understand. I might comprehend that I do not understand and that I do not stand under the charges. And I am not a defendant. I am a living human sovereign. I'm not the legal fiction corporate entity, all capital letter name.
Attorney
I do not accept an attorney.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, he would stay on mute and ask for a PR bond.
Objection. You're not speaking for me. You're not my attorney.
Yeah, lady. Standing mute is something this asshat is fully incapable of doing on his own. And Eric, why would you object to your attorney entering a not guilty plea on your behalf? The only other options are guilty and no contest, and both of those could result in sanctions being held against you, including fines and jail time. Just ask Chili DeCastro.
You think you're my attorney?
Thank you for the attempt, Attorney Cannon. You can turn your camera off.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Martin. At this time, I am seeing that your license has been revoked. You have failed to appear for court dates in front of Judge Washington. You were to have a sentencing hearing and a pre-trial date in front of her, so that is what I am going to set you for now.
I need you to repeat to me again the case number of this case. I couldn't get it all when you said it first time.
The case number is 23S00425.
23S00
4.
Hold on. 23S00, right?
Correct.
Okay, after that, what else?
4.
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
5.
Was that it?
Yes.
Yes, 00425. All right. That
Okay.
wasn't finished. Cut me off.
Okay.
I had more to say.
Sir, I
You're
am
cutting
setting
me-
you for another. Yes, I am, because what I am doing today is arraigning you, and I am setting you for another court date in front of Judge Washington. That court date will be April 11th, 2024. That will be at 9 a.m. That will be for your pretrial and potentially your sentencing.
I can't remember all this at once.
Well, you better learn how to remember all of this at once, especially since you're only being asked to remember the date and time of your next court appearance. Normally, this would be the point where I say that if you don't show up, a bench warrant would issue, but he's already failed to show up, and a bench warrant has already been issued.
The date is when again?
April
Yep,
11th,
yep.
9 a.m.
All right.
That is 9 in the morning.
Okay. Got that. What else?
It will be over Zoom, like this hearing.
Right. Okay, now. Okay, is that it for that? Okay, now. Let me ask, so does she call herself? Is this a separate charge?
I'm
There's
not
a failure
entirely
to
sure what you're asking. So what happened here was that a bench warrant was issued for your failure to appear. At this time, to guarantee your appearance at the court date on April 11th at 9 a.m., that warrant will continue.
Okay, that wasn't intentional, so that's why it's baseless. It's baseless, and it shouldn't have been the warrant issue because
Okay, sir, you've got your next court date. That's April 11th at 9 a.m. The bench warrant is continued. This hearing is concluded, and you are free to sign out of Zoom.
So I have more to say. I'm not done saying what I have to say pursuant to my First Amendment right. I have more to say here. That is,
And that, my friends, is how you do it. Continue the bench warrant for failure to appear and kick him out of the Zoom call before he vomits all his crayons all over the record. Now, if you're wondering what all this actually means, because he's out there traveling in the free world with an active bench warrant, prior to receiving the bench warrant, if he had an interaction with the law, they'd just let him go. But now, any interaction with the law will result in his arrest to ensure that he makes his next court date. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. His next court date's April 11th in front of Judge Washington, and I'd find personal satisfaction if he made that appearance from the county jail. So if you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. But don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any of my content. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.